am doing a little something different today. I am doing a makeup tutorial video. So I'm going to do something kind of like rosy and like a rose gold situation. And yeah, let's go. First off, I'm going to be using this foundation. It's actually the Burt's Bees foundation in Cocoa. Yeah, it's in Cocoa. And so I like to use this. It doesn't look like it's my shade, but it's a very thin foundation. So I like that because it blends in well when I like move everything around. I just put a little bit on my brush here, and then I just tap it over here in the places where I think I'm going to spread it out the most. And then I just start to kind of pat it in. And already you can see that it's kind of evened everything out a little bit. I tend to have a coloration distinction, like, I don't know, a really strong coloration distinction between like the outsides of my face versus the inside of my face. It is what it is. Now I'm going to move on to my eyes, and I'm just going to leave the rest of this alone for now. And I wanted to do something that kind of matches the outfit that I'm going with. So I got a little sparkle, some pink, so I'm gonna sparkle and pink. And I like to do my eyeshadow in like a really old school way. It depends on the kind of makeup that I'm using, but a lot of my makeup is kind of old school way. So I will either take like jojoba oil, or I'll take like just like regular, you know, cup of water, and I will dip my brush in there, like a clean brush in there, and then I will put it in the eyeshadow color that I want to use, and that helps it adhere and actually gives me more pigmentation, because that's a problem that I have sometimes where like the pigment won't show up very well on me sometimes, and then so it helps me be able to like put multiple layers on. So I like to, I'll put an oil base of the jojoba oil, which is really good for your skin, and then I'll put a water on top. So I just put in a couple drops, blend that together, and then you get a little bit of this like kind of like, you know, like it just straight up looks like paint, but it helps me be able to get that in the color that I want. And so I get this gorgeous, very strong color. And so it's very helpful when you want to do like a dramatic moment. If you have trouble finding a color that works well on your skin tone in terms of like showing up well, like I highly recommend doing this, because life changer for me. And you don't necessarily have to use brushes, but I like to use brushes. Sometimes I will just like go in and touch up with my hands though, because that's also kind of convenient about it, is that before it dries, you have a little bit of room to move around what's setting before you put on your setting spray. And then it also makes it really easy to blend multiple colors together too. And sometimes I will just use my finger to like blend out too. Just kind of depends on what's going on. And then move on to the next coat. And then so I just do a little bit of water, a little bit more of the powder, and just kind of pat. Now, I do think that using the jojoba oil makes it a little bit less likely to get cakey, but it just kind of depends also on how long you're willing to work with it. Like, are you going to be patient with it? Because if you want to like just like get up and go kind of thing, then this may not be the best technique to use. If you have a little bit of time on your hands, then I would say give yourself some of that time and work with this, because it definitely gives you the pigmentation and the drama if that's what you're trying to do with it. especially with the setting spray on top. This color that I've been using, it's from the Revolution brand. They're a black female-owned business, and it's the Courage Wild Animal palette. And that color is, I'm not sure what color it is, but it's like the bright pink shade in here. And I'm gonna move on to a bit of a darker pink, but it's kind of more like a hot pink. So I'm going to do again the same process that I did before with the jojoba oil, and I'm putting it on that color, blending that in. And then I'm gonna put this on the outside, and then I'm also gonna be like kind of blending this toward the center as I do this. And you get a really nice gradient between the two pinks. And then it also is a little bit iridescent, because actually that first shade has a little bit of shimmer to it. So then it goes from like a more dark pink, hot pink, to a more of a lighter pink here. And I'm gonna repeat that on the other side. And then just as you blend toward the center, you just get a little bit lighter on the touch with your brush, so that it's a little more gentle and a little less of the pigment comes off. And I like to do both eyes around the same time, because that's how I catch if it's equal or not, if it looks like the same or not. And if you want to fill in a little bit more under the eyebrow, I like to do that because I have really big eyebrows, so it helps kind of like balance out on my face, like the colors, and it also makes my eyebrows look like they have a little bit more shape, because they just kind of do whatever they want. But that's okay, you know, freedom. Supposed freedom upon my face. I shall let the girls be free. My eyebrows, that is. I'm going to transition to a shimmer that another shimmer that I'm gonna put on top, and focus on the inner corner, because I'm a Jackie Aina fan. So as soon as I tried that from when I saw her doing it, girl, it was over. I'm done. I'm doing that every time now. So I have this light pink from this palette that I have tore up, from Revolution Shimmer Brick palette. I love this palette to death, as you can see, because it's just messed up. But I love this palette. I love the colorations. I love the shimmers, and they work on their own. They work on top of like everything. It's just a quality palette, and it stays on. It stays on. I recommend. Now I'm just gonna get a little bit of this light pink. It's a very rose gold color. I'm just gonna put that in the inner highlight. I'm actually gonna get a smaller brush to do this, because knowing me, I'm heavy-handed in everything. So smaller brush, so that I can have a little bit more control. And then I'm just gonna dip that right in here, in this inner corner. And this is turning out so pretty. And then I'm gonna go back in with another slightly even lighter pink for the teeny tiny bit of the inner corner highlight. I'm gonna add on top some mascara. And I have to be careful, because this is usually the part where I end up getting mascara all over my face. It's like, how do I ever end up doing mascara in the car while driving? I'll never know. I know the days that I messed it up, though. Those were the days that it happened. Anyway, I'm gonna put on some of this eyeliner. I love eyeliner, and I am a big fan. I like a good wing. It will not go out of style. You cannot convince me otherwise. But this is Maybelline Master Precise All Day in, I think, dark matte. It's a liquid liner, and usually I get the NYX liquid liner, but this is what I had in the area, and I didn't have my other liner, so it works just as well. And actually I feel like it stays on a little bit better. So I might have a new favorite. I'm not really, obviously no sponsorships to all of these products, but this is just some of the stuff that I use. Most of it you can get at like Walgreens or whatever. And because the eyeshadow is so like dramatic, I'm gonna leave the wing kind of small, because I know that if I go too big, I will feel like I am looking a little clownish. And I mean, I know we all might enjoy a clown moment, but I do not want to channel the clown energy, you feel me? And there's a lot of different ways to do eyeliner, but just based on my eye shape, it's kind of easy for me to just put a little curl on it, because my eye shape likes to make the eyeliner curl. It is what it is. But this is cute. It's a cute little eye look. I love it. So now I'm gonna move on to the lip, and I'm gonna do a contour last. So I like to start off with it's like a I make it sound like this is extra, but this is just like Burt's Bees lip balm. I like it because it does not make me feel like the more I put it on, the more chapped my lips get. I really adamantly do believe some of these products, they just, you know, they're meant to dry you out so that you buy more of the product. And you think it don't dry you out, but it do. It do. So I like to put that on before a lot of my other products, because a lot of times these other products, they like make me dry out my lips and then crackle, and then it's like you don't get the shine because you only got crackle. This is the Perfect Tone HD Lip Sculptor in the color Divine Diva, and it's kind of like a pink brown, and I love this color on me. Like the melanin, it just goes so well. But it could go really honestly well with like any skin tone, in my personal opinion. Like literally everybody. Like you could dare me to like pull people off the street and say, hey ma'am, would you try on this lip color and just see if it looks well, and at least 85% of them would love it. So but this is from, I think this is also from Revolution. No, it's from Black Radiance, the brand Black Radiance, another black owned business. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this on here. I do love the shape of it as well, that it's this little rhombus, because it gives a really cute little accent to the color, but also I just feel like it's easier to apply. And I just like that this is kind of like a more subtle pink, because I tell you, sometimes these bright pinks, like maybe it's just me and I don't know how to handle it, I put those on and I do feel clownish. You know, clown moments, that's okay. You like to be a clown? Cool. Enjoy it. Enjoy your brightness. I love it. I love that for you. Not for me. And then this is a lip gloss, and it is a Fenty gloss. I forgot what the line specifically was called, but this is a Fenty gloss, and it is and it's in the color Hot Chocolate with an eye, and which I think is really cute. And then so I like to use this on top, either on its own or others, but it just has a little bit of a brown tint as a gloss, and it's just, you know, not super dramatic, but I feel like this is like, you know, a look you could just like go outside and not feel, you know, not too much. Like I'm the kind of person, I like to, you know, do, if I do a bright eye, I tone down the lip. If I do a bright lip, I like to tone down the eye, you know. For me, that's the balance. Now I'm gonna finish the rest of this foundation situation. Now what I like to do is, again, I told you I'm a little old school with my makeup, so I like to use, again, like a liquid or a jojoba oil. Now for my blushes, I do prefer more water for a blush, and then it's this really bright pink blush, but then sometimes I like mix a little bit of my contour in it to make it a little bit browner. But it's Artisan Color Baked Blush in Raspberry. This raspberry color, I know it looked dirty, I'm sorry, but it's this bright, kind of like this bright pink orange, like this bright pink, and it shows up really well on my skin. And then I know this seems like it's a little much, but then I just blend it out. And because it's like, you know, water, that it's not too hard to take off, you know? It doesn't just brush away. Now, yeah, okay, yeah, you're gonna think I look clownish. Well, no. It's supposed to be I look sickly. No, I'm just kidding. So then I just take this little brush and I just kind of like pat it in, because I want to give kind of like a redness to my face. But just, I'm gonna put the contour on top. So that'll help balance some of this out. And personally, I also like to use some of this blush on the top of my lip, because it helps correct some of this extra darkness that I have there, which is, it's just that my face does that. It just has a lot of like dark patches, and that's okay. But for the sake of like brightening up my whole visage, I like to do that. It makes me feel more comfortable in my makeup. And then I put this on top of my forehead as well, because again, forehead, I have a lot of like random darkness. It's just genetic. My mom has it too. And then I just, you know, kind of like blend it out, pat it out. And I have a lot of like, it looks like really red, but it also goes well with my makeup. And I mean, I guess it's also kind of like e-girl trends and whatnot, you know, looking like you have a lot of like extra pink in your face. And I don't know, I just think it looks good together. And then next what I'm gonna do is, that's me finishing with the blush. Next what I'm gonna do is I have this, so I got this concealer from Fenty. It's in the color 410, but it's actually a teeny bit light for me right now because this is my summer shade. I am extra melanated from the sun, and I have absorbed all the vitamin D that my body can right now. So fantastically, I am going to add my concealer to my blush, and a little bit more of my normal foundation, and I just kind of mix that together. Like, I'm an art kid, can you tell? Because I don't bat an eye at just like mixing together my pigments. I just, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll just mix it together, it's fine, you know? So, I make sure that I add a lot of the concealer to brighten it up a little bit. And then that helps. And then I'm just gonna dab a little under my eyes. And then I extend it out a teeny bit to accentuate my cheekbones. And I might put a little bit on the nose. And then I'm going to go back in with the same little brush and blend it very gently. I just have to catch myself making some of the foolish faces while I do my makeup. And that's okay. It's fun. Makeup is fun. So I look silly and pretty, and I look pretty silly, and that's okay. I know this brush is probably just meant to do like overall foundation, but I actually just like how it feels on my face. And then I just have to be careful so I don't mess up my eyeliner. But the good thing is I've given it a little time to sit, so it shouldn't be going anywhere. And then for the finale, pièce de résistance, other words for the end of something, fin. I'm going to do my contour de France, again with the French. I did not take French, I took other languages. I took Spanish, a language that is useful in these United States. If you like France, go off, cool. I'm just saying, it's more practical to learn Spanish, in my personal opinion. And it is an opinion. That is right. Anyway, so this is my contour, and I'm going to do that thing where you pucker your lips and suck in your face so you look as snatched as possible. And I go in from the ear, and then I just keep right under my cheekbone. And then I'm gonna go in with this again, but I'm gonna put a jojoba on it this time. I like to go under my chins because it helps make my face look a little longer. I have a face that's both round and long at the same time, and I don't understand it because it'll look too round and all the times I don't want it to, and it'll look too long and all the times I don't want it to. And I just gotta chill out and say my face is my face. And then I'm gonna give it a little bit time to settle down a teeny bit. And then I'm gonna go back in with this brush that's a teeny bit reddish still. And then I'm just gonna blend that very gently. And the color that I'm using for my contour is Chocolate, ATE this time, in the Cheeks Out Fenty Beauty Cream with the little gold lid. It's so cute. Did you like the little reflection in the mirror there? It was cute, wasn't it? Yeah, me too. And this is the end. This is the full look. So let me know what y'all think. If you like it, if you'll try it, if there's any other colors you want me to try. I did a purple look once that I really loved, but the gloss that I used for there no longer exists, so that's a pain. But yeah, let me know what you think of this, if it's a look you think you'll try, and thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!